Alright, I'm going to show you guys how to find the stats and do a little of the scoring for fantasy football. So I picked some random players for week 1, and I'm going to show you how to find the stats for them. Okay, so here's the equation we're using. 1/8 t plus 1/24 v, blah, blah, blah. Okay, now you see what everything stands for because that's important. Okay, so I'm going to start with Matt Ryan. Okay, he plays for the Falcons. I got to go to ESPN.com, go to NFL, go to scores. Okay, I'm looking for Falcons. Okay, looking for Falcons. Okay, and I got to find his stats. Alright, so we'll start with touchdowns. He's got 3 passing touchdowns. He's a quarterback, so I'm looking at passing, but I should also look at rushing. And of course, there's Matt Ryan. He has another rushing touchdown. Okay, and no receiving touchdowns. Okay, so let's go back. Let's just start with touchdowns. And so instead of T, I'm going to put 4. That's what he had. Alright, V. V was the one we struggled with last year, but it's number of 2-point conversions. Okay, so if you go here, we're going to look at scoring summary for every touchdown. Oh, the phone's ringing. Okay, so we're looking for conversions. That's in parentheses what it says after a touchdown. Okay, now, all these say kicks, so no conversions for him. Okay, so the next thing was passing yards. He had 299. Rushing yards, he had 25. He has 0 receiving yards. Okay, so let's go enter those. The 299 and the 25. Okay, nope, wrong one. Okay, so the V we said was 0, so I can enter 0. Okay, now this is passing plus R plus C. Okay, so passing was 299, but I'm not going to enter it as 299. I'm going to divide it by 25 and then round down. So get my calculator out. 299 divided by 25 equals 11.96. Round down. Okay, so his passing is actually 11. Okay, rushing, I'm going to divide by 10. Okay, so we had 25 divided by 10. Okay, it's 2.5, round down, so he's got 2. And receiving was 0. Okay, I got to go back and look at interceptions and fumbles. He did 0 interceptions. Fumbles are fumbles lost, and he has 0. No fumbles lost. Okay, so I can put, nope, keep going to the wrong one. Okay, 0 plus 0. And W is the total points. Okay, so I'm going to add those up. I would suggest making it all out of 48. 1/8 times 4 is 4/8. So that's 24 out of 48. 1/48 times 13 is 13/48. 13 plus 24 is 37 out of 48. Okay, I'll go find the stats for Matt Forte. Alright, so I found the stats for Matt Forte. He had 1 touchdown, 80 yards rushing, 40 yards receiving. I add those up. Okay, and that should be 18 out of 48. Okay, now Willis McGahee. I'm going to go find Denver. Okay, he's got no touchdowns. He has 64 yards rushing, so that's 6 out of 48. Okay, now, I also look at fumbles. He had 1 fumble, and he lost it, so I have to make sure I put that in. I also, McGahee, I chose him on purpose, okay? If you see his name in parentheses under a score, he got a 2-point conversion, so he's going to get points there. Okay, so I need to make sure I enter all that. Okay, so McGahee, no touchdowns. Okay, he had the 1 conversion. Okay, he had 64 yards rushing. Okay, but he had the 1 fumble. So when I add them up, it's 2 out of 48 plus 6 out of 48 is 8. But then he lost a 12th, which is 4 48ths, so he actually has 4 out of 48. Okay, went through and found all my stats for everyone, my 2 receivers, my tight end. Okay, I add up. Notice they're all out of 48, which makes it nice and easy. So I add it up. It's 94 divided by 48. Okay, so I'm going to go through the calculator just to see what that is. Help me compare it with someone else. Okay, in case theirs isn't out of 48. And what was that? 1.9583. So I'll write both just so I have both. Okay, and that's the score I'm going to give to the commissioner. Okay, so 1.9583. Okay, make that a little smaller maybe so I can read it. Okay, and I'm done.